here. We'll start recording. And yeah, welcome to the strategy session for, it's a new month, September 1st, 2020. It's about 12 East. We've been doing these every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The replays, the recordings will be posted to the Facebook group, insiderealestate.com/Facebook group, and insiderealestate.com/webinars. We'll always have a link to the latest link so you and your friends can register. And all the replays, we try to get those thrown up here in a nice, tidy YouTube playlist. If you do watch this on YouTube, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe. Hit the notification bell the way the kids are doing these days, so you're always notified about juicy content from Inside Real Estate and Friends. All right, so what we've been doing is not having too much structure on these calls. I'm kind of liking it this way. I'd like for you guys to treat this as kind of your time, kind of like in college or in high school when you had office hours. Not to call myself a professor, but you know, with somebody from the company here, me or somebody else who can come and just answer any questions you might have, maybe riff a little on success strategies, marketing things that you can do to further your success with KV Core and our other products. So be sure to enter into the chat and just let me know what you might want to talk about. Also, if you have something you want to share, maybe a squeeze link or an idea, feel free to post that there. And in the meantime, I'll just kind of riff a little bit and fill you in of some of what I've been doing. One thing I'll point out is that I was doing over the past few weeks, we had our 727 real estate deals funnel example that I was showing you. It had a bridge page, and one of the episodes we did a retargeting ad, and it took, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but it took like 4 or 5 days before this retargeting ad that I'm showing on the screen here got any traffic. And then this past weekend, Friday or Saturday or so, it started to kick in. So I'm not sure why. I've never seen it take that long. I know it was getting traffic before that, but it did start to get some through plays on the video. So 8 people saw me watch the full video. 89 people saw the video retargeting ad in their stream, and 1 clicked back over. So these are people who kind of saw my ad before. Maybe they opted in and they're now seeing me on Facebook, follow them around. And the reason I'm bringing this up is just to mention that it does work. I did mention last Thursday or so, I didn't know why it was going live, but it eventually kicked in, and that might be why. So Luann, you're saying you're not getting traffic, or do you mean on your retargeting ad or in general off of one of the ads you ran? If you want to drop a screenshot, I'd be happy to look at that live here or in the Facebook group. So yeah, it did take forever for my traffic to start, but I didn't do anything to fix it. I just kind of was patient, and it eventually kicked in. So what I showed in those videos did work and did get it going. It looks like I need to pay my, I don't think, this was a new account that I relaunched, so I don't think I had the right credit card in there, so they turned off my ad. But that's the only reason it's not running. But yeah, it did work right there. The other thing I'll mention here for everybody is I posted in the group probably about a couple weeks ago and asked what you'd prefer to have, like one-on-one training or done for you. It was kind of like a poll about what level of help services you might want. And we're actually here and at the day when we're about to launch the tile. Let me see if it's live. But we are going to have an option in the KV Core Marketplace that will let you go in, it's not live yet, and schedule a one-on-one session with somebody on our team to do either help get things set up and going, or to do some more maybe advanced growth type stuff if you want help doing specific things and taking your business to the next level. So I'll just mention, just watch out in the marketplace. It might be under coaching or it might end up in something like success services or something like that, but we are launching that. I just wanted to tease that today. And then, yeah, Annalisa, on the background, I have my funny Zoom background here. Let's change that up. How's that one? Is that one better? All right. Does anybody have anything you'd like to anybody that you'd like for me to talk on today? If not, I'll just kind of dig into KV Core here and we'll go in different directions. So Richard's saying, brand new to KV Core, you need to import contacts from your you've got to download from your previous CRM and just want to be sure to capture everything. So, you know, I think the option with lead imports, you could struggle through it yourself. And it is going to be, you can do it, you know, we do have the self-serve here if you go to the lead drop box, under lead engine lead drop box. And you're just going to want to get the file into a format where you have all the columns that you want, and there's a mapping process. Now, for my money, I think it's a pretty good deal to be able to come in here. I think I clicked the wrong thing. Pretty good deal to be able to come in here. Sorry guys. It's bulk import, not lead Dropbox. I don't know where my brain's at. So bulk import, click get started, and we can do the import for you. So you can submit a file, leave some notes, and it's pretty full service and flexible. So you just say, hey, I need these, I want to get these in here to the best of my ability, all these different fields. So you fill out this form and do that. Otherwise, Richard, it might be tough for me to do that live here. The process of doing it yourself, but we do have this section, and I'll just point that out for anybody who's wondering. And I do think, that's a really good first thing to do when you first get into KV Core. Do make sure that any list you have floating out there from over the years, there's money in those hills, them there hills, any old lists you have. And then another basic thing you can do is you can do kind of the MLM thing. I don't know if you've ever joined like a direct marketing, direct sales company or a multi-level marketing company. And usually the first thing your leader or your mentor will have you do is go through a list of everybody you know and add them, right? So that you can go and approach them about your thing. So you can do that exercise kind of with KV Core, and I'll show you what I mean by that. There's probably templates for this out there, but you might do like friends, relatives, doctor, lawyer, handyman, and make a quick list of the different types of people coworkers, and you can go through and kind of jog your memory. And there's probably, again, templates for this. And if you go through and think about all the people even Facebook connections, right? You could go through this exercise, and it's not lead importing, but it's going through everybody you've kind of met in the past. And you could go through and manually start entering leads into KV Core, or first reaching out to people and saying, hey, I got my real estate business going. Would it be okay if I sent you listings? Or would it be okay if I sent you awesome luxury listings in the area? It's just a fun thing I do. Would it be all right if I subscribed you for that? And then gradually go through person by person, send messages in Facebook, whatever you need to do. And then you can go into the smart CRM and just start manually adding and building your list that way. So not directly related to Richard's question, but it was something that was on my mind as we launched even the setup service that I just mentioned, is what would somebody do when they first come in if they need to get set up? And definitely importing and then jogging your memory across those different categories of contacts and starting to basically do some manual contact ads right here and set up listing alerts is a great way to hit the ground running. Or even if you've been on KV Core a while and you want to just get some fresh leads in and you have some spare time, schedule an appointment with yourself a half hour a week and just go through who who might not already be in the system. So just an idea. Good question from Steve. Can alerts be set up when Property Boost leads are clicking on multiple ads so they're not getting distributed to several agents on the team? Now, Steve, what it should do, if somebody clicks on a second Property Boost ad, that same lead should go to the same agent again. I think, unless there are rules at your company that would give the lead again to somebody else. But shouldn't it match up against that email and still assign them to the same person? Is what I'm thinking. And then alerts should be configurable based on the hashtag that they're coming in on. Maybe I'm not understanding the question. Or do you mean like not property alert, but you mean do you want to be just notified when a lead comes in again off the second ad? It's not going to the same agent. I would get with support on that. Maybe Annalisa or Susan, you guys could chime in. Is that a setting? I think it might be a setting around lead duplication or rules about what you want those to do. I would think, I don't know what, every company's going to have different settings, but, it would make sense to me that you'd want that lead to go back to the same person if they're already being worked. So Steve, sorry to do this, but it might just be a support thing where you send in the specific lead, let them know what the name is. Yeah, and just talk about lead routing and triggers, as Annalisa is saying in the chat there. It's definitely kind of a support thing. Sorry to throw you that way. I hope that helps. But yeah, Property Boost as a way to keep your team filled up with leads, I think is a great strategy. And one we see people doing more and more often, where you say, hey, you can even have our office, if you're a team leader, broker owner, you own the account, you can have us run Property Boost automatically via a feed for all of the listings that you get, or listings in a certain price range. So definitely talk to your account manager about that. And we'll definitely want to get those issues around lead routing fixed up. But if they're working right, it's a great way to get your team filled up with leads. And I do believe we can, there are rules around routing to the listing agent as well. So they should route to the listing agents if you have it set that way. Oh, they are? Right here? This is showing, Susan? I always thought that was hidden. So you can see me choosing my different weird backgrounds. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm killing time waiting for you guys to give me more stuff to talk about on these office hours. So Richard saying I'd signed up for a cloud CMA and thinking there might just be a good of a tool be a KV core. Great question, Richard. I can't let too much of the cat out of the bag, but yes, we are going to have something very similar to cloud CMA going. I think it's going to be called something else, but we recently we have Dash CMA on board here. So if you want to check out Dash CMA and get excited about that, but that should be available here, and I don't know the exact dates, in the next couple of months. So definitely try out Cloud CMA, but we are going to be offering something pretty similar. That's the answer. And check out Dash CMA. Well, Google, what is Dash CMA? Here, I'll just go to it. They recently joined the team here, the folks from Dash CMA, and the technology team on board. So there's a development effort in progress now to make a lot of the functionality here part of KV Core. So we're basically going to have a way to do some really awesome kind of listing presentations, some home value report some of the functionality in here. A lot of it is going to be pulled into KV Core. And I'm just being careful because I don't know how much I'm supposed to talk about, in terms of timeline on when this is coming out. I don't want people to get too excited. I don't think it's next week, but it is in the near to midterm. Midterm. Dash CMA. No, it's on Dash. So. Oh, great, Susan. Thanks for letting me know. I should be more plugged in, but we have so much going on. So we are actually selling Dash CMA. So guys, I would, if you have questions and are excited about Dash, I guess maybe just ask support, chat up the widget and say, hey, I'm interested in this Dash CMA thing, and we get you routed in the right direction. So Judd wants to see property boost results for a boost that was paid for by his broker, but not him. Interesting question. So yeah, I guess the broker's probably seeing all of that. The best thing that you could do is use the filters, right? So you would go into your smart CRM and you could filter by the hashtag that those leads came in on if you want to see how many you got. So they're generally going to come in with a hashtag that looks something like, it should be something like PB123 Main Street, with the address. I don't know if we type out the whole one or if it limits it to like 10 characters. And then you can go and search for anything that came in off of that address, and you can get the count. If you want to see things like cost per leads and impressions and things like that, I'm not sure if we're reporting that on those enterprise down through the agent. We might be, but I'm not sure. The other place you could go probably is in business analytics and do a similar thing and search for the hashtag there. Inside of source performance, you might be able to do source property boost or hashtag right here, BB. And I haven't run it. Oh, I'm bad. This is my account. I haven't done any property boost, so that's sad on me. But generally it would be BPB something right there. Yep. And don't forget to check out business analytics, everyone. There's a lot going on in there. It's kind of one of those things that we forget to look in. One of the fun things to look at is consumer interest, where you can see what the top areas that are being searched and some of the top properties that are being searched on your site as well. Top 10 saved properties and so on. I don't have a ton of activity on the site, but usually you can see this populated with that data. So yeah, we're selling the Dash CMA now, and right, it'll be called Core Present, will be available in the next few months. And that'll be the more kind of deeply integrated solution. It's really awesome, guys. You're going to be able to make really kind of next level listing presentations that help you close listings. It's really going to be cool directly from within KV Core. So what's everyone, Tass, I think Core Present's going to be included, but don't hold me to that. Dash CMA is a separate product currently, the way that it's structured. These recorded Zoom meetings are always going to be in the Facebook group at insiderealestate.com/Facebook group or at insiderealestate.com/webinars. Right there. So let's go ahead here, and I'll kind of just do something basic that we do from time to time, and that is let's post a property search of the day for anybody who's new. Has everybody on the call posted a property search of the day? I know I haven't. It's one of those easy things to forget to do. So I'm going to go into my lead engine, and I'm going to go into IDX squeeze page. Nice, Diana just did. Great. I'm going to drop a link to it. We can all go like it or something. Get you some more virality on that post. So let's do Pinellas County. Listing type. I want to do condos with views. Let's see if we can do that. Let's do condos with water view in the county. Generate link. I'll do my sources Facebook post. Hashtag condos. And I don't want to make my people register, so because it's my sphere on Facebook. So I'm not going to worry about generating a lead from it. I just want them the cookie so I can send them that retargeting ad that I mentioned earlier. So we'll go like this. Let's take a look at what it looks like. Created my squeeze link. Condos with views. Are we finding any? There we go. I'm a big fan of the list view. The map's cool, but I like sharing it in a list view. It's just a personal preference. And we'll do price from high to low. And I'm curious about what the low is. Sometimes I like to look at the high-low ranges. Water views. Now this one for 62K is probably like a water view of like a canal in the middle of the, like here it is right here. See the retention pond. I think that's the same thing. I was going to say that one doesn't have water views, but you can see it's like a little alligator pond there in Florida. Anyway, I'm getting a little distracted. So now I'm going to go over to Facebook right here. And let's do our property search of the day. And my computer's lagging here. Might be my internet. It's been terrible. All right. Property search of the day. Pinellas County condos with water views. Priced from 60K to 5 million plus. Disclosure. Full disclosure. You can have fun with these. Full disclosure. I think some of the water views are just tiny alligator puddles. But whatever. So like that. Cool, Diana. I'll look at that in a second. So property search of the day, Pinellas water views. Let's see. Oh, grab me a nice thumbnail image. If it doesn't, then you can go and do one manually. Sometimes it grabs something great. Sometimes it doesn't. This I'm happy with. It looks kind of really cool. So then I'll post it. And for those of you who aren't totally plugged in on these sessions and that approach, basically the idea is here just to remind people in your market, in your Facebook, on LinkedIn, Twitter, that you're in the business. And that effort takes just a few minutes a day. So try to do those here on these sessions from time to time, just to remind everybody that's good practice. And Diana, thanks for sharing. This is Diana's, what she shared today. A renovated 5-bedroom, 3-bath colonial in Madison. Awesome. Nice bullet points describing. Do you mind if I become a lead? So I come here. I'll just do Ryan, big email. And then, where's Madison, New Jersey? I should know this. What county is that? Oh, it's like up there near New York City. Okay. I'm from Ocean County, so that's like a different world up there. All right. Cool. So that's perfectly done for everybody watching Morris County. So Diana basically is posting kind of her property of the day. She's teasing it on Facebook. Beautifully done. Somebody clicks over and she can generate leads this way. By teasing her listing right here. Are you doing anything else to promote the page, Diana? I wonder, have you bought like a custom domain for it, like 15baumgartner.info, sending postcards, things like that? Oh, awesome. So that even better. So thanks, Diana. So Diana, what she's doing, she's using somebody else's listing, which is a wonderful approach, especially right now because uh, you know, nobody's got inventory, right, in a lot of markets. So great technique. Just get permission from another listing agent and leverage their listing in order to drive buyer interest. The way that Diana's doing right here. And if you're at a cool office and you have cool coworkers, this should be pretty easy to do. Most people are going to say, sure, find a buyer, do it. So um, very nice. Thanks for sharing, Diana. So that would be an example of where you, instead of doing like the property search that I just showed you, Diana would just go on her Facebook and say, listing of the day, 15 Baumgartner, click here for details. And instead of taking them straight there, she is putting a lead generating landing page in the middle. And building a page like this really doesn't take long to do. Probably took her, I would imagine, 5-10 minutes. You just go to lead engine, if that, right? Not even 5-10 minutes, but you go to lead engine, you go to landing pages. You got it's kind of already kind of built up here for you. 123 Main Street. Here, I'll show off. And you obviously use the MLS number to get the image in the background. I'm pretty sure that's what you did. So let me do this for one of our listings here, Forever, Florida. I know inventory is getting really thin here for Delia and crew. This house is awesome. I went to the open house the other day. So let's get this one. So this is 227 Pelham Road. What I wanted to show you, the reason I brought this up was I wanted to show you how to grab the MLS ID for the listing and make it the background the way that Diana did. So what she did was she went background, primary MLS image like that, and then pasted it in. And you see now that's what it did there. So click for details and a full tour. And what you could do, you know, with these pages, if you wanted to, this would be a great just listed approach. You could send just listed cards that say just listed 227 Pelham Road, and you could buy the domain 227pelham.info and forward it to this landing page and send it to all the neighbors, right? And that could be a great way to kind of do some just listed marketing but generate leads in the process. And what Diana did, of course, she's taking this and putting it on Facebook and promoting it elsewhere. So, but yeah, how long did that take? Not long at all, right? The only thing I need to do here is get the final URL for the page and make sure that that is set as the redirect URL. Right here, see the details now, and I can hashtag it if I want it, right? 227 Pelham. So minutes. So Diana does one in each county. So this seems to be a cornerstone kind of approach for you, Diana, where you're doing this consistently as a way to generate leads. How does it work out? You're generating maybe, is it 2 leads a week, 10? You know, what kind of results do you get? Because it sounds like you're doing a good amount of these. Oh, you set it up while I was doing mine. Cool. Well, I think one attitude to have is if you do this consistently, you will start to get leads. The other thing to keep in mind is that you do want to, the retargeting stuff that I've mentioned that we did in the series probably about 2 weeks ago, where I have a retargeting ad running for all my traffic. That's going to help you get more conversions. And activity will yield results, especially if you're posting this again on your personal Facebook, where all your friends and relatives are seeing constantly that you're in Facebook. You're going to start to generate referrals from that. To answer your question about what boost program gets the best return, well, property boost in general, that's going to generate a Facebook lead, as are our Facebook AI leads and advertising services. Those are going to tend to be a little less on the percentage basis conversion than something like Google ads that have a higher intent if somebody's actively searching in Google. But my advice would be if you consistently do these programs, Property Boost in particular, and you put a lot of people in your database and you consistently follow up, that the numbers work out. We have our calculator here. I'll drop to all you guys watching live.
So I'm kind of skirting around your question, which works best? It's the one that you stick with the longest and work the most consistently. I know that's not what people want to hear. But in general, for my money, I would rather spend my money on a property boost or Facebook and put more leads into my database, even if a lower percentage convert right away, because I know over the long term, that percentage conversion is going to grow. Where a lot of people do like to do a Google PPC, because somebody's actively searching Tampa, Florida homes for sale, and you will get the home runs a little bit quicker there. But the leads, of course, are a little more expensive. So i.insiderealestate.com/calculator right here, and you can see kind of like if you do property boost, which the $6 per lead is actually high. They'd be coming in a lot lower in general. And then if you toggle on some follow-up techniques that you use, and what you can arrive at is kind of an ROI on your money invested for these products. So average net commission is 2%, cost per lead. And then this will kind of give you, for every dollar you spend on leads, you get this many back in 3 years. And these are all based on some assumptions I made a few months ago when I kind of revised and built this. But it's just to give you an idea of what you can expect. And a lot of it is based on the follow-up. The numbers change drastically based on how well you're doing. Cool, yeah, I came through as a lead. Great. So yeah, guys, some basic stuff. Definitely, consider doing your listing promotion this way with a landing page, or without. You can drive people straight to the page as well. I do think that more and more the retargeting is going to be critical, especially if you're doing these squeeze links and you have your same friends and relatives coming to your site every day. You're going to want to have ads that do kind of what I'm doing here. I should show it to you for anybody who missed it, where I basically am on camera talking to people, either thanking them for visiting the site. In this case, I use the same bridge page. Okay, my name's Ryan Hartnell, Florida. So just sitting in front of a camera like that, no matter what, just telling them thank you and telling them they can go back through and get the thing they asked for right there. I do think that's a critical thing to kind of be layering onto these follow-up processes. And if you go into the learning portal, there is a class called Retargeting 101 that'll walk you through how to set up a basic retargeting ad like that in there. So, Richard, I don't know set schedule. I've heard of them. They're probably like a, they generate the leads and they try to send them into you, right? There's lots of these out there. So I'm not endorsing these in any way by putting them on the screen. I was just kind of looking at them here real quick. Don't know much about them, but yeah, if they're saying they could get you in the KV Core, that's most likely true. Almost anything out there can integrate with KV Core via Zapier. So almost any lead generation system out there should be able to either send leads into your email Dropbox or send them in via Zapier.com. So, oh, I'm so sorry. Thanks, Shelly. I thought I turned off the airplane. Now I gotta remember how to change that. Here we go. Choose virtual background. Sorry, I thought I put on the professional one here. I must have clicked somehow. Okay, thanks. Yeah, so there's a lot of these companies, they'll charge 20% of anything closed, and there's an annual fee. There's a lot of these out there. Some are better than others. I've heard say, I don't want to endorse anything right now, but I've heard really good things about some of these programs that ROI for some agents and don't for others. I think the only thing I'd say is maybe just try some of our marketplace stuff, or try generating your own leads with the same money if you're willing to go down that adventure. Because in most cases, you're going to be able to generate a cost per result lower than they are by just kind of disintermediating, getting the middleman out to drive leads. But if you have more time or more money than time, and you'd rather just push a button and have it done, yeah, some of these are really legit. So if you have any questions about those services without plugging them, feel free to ask in the group, hey, has anybody used Set Schedule or anything like that? Some people post that stuff from time to time, and you get feedback from other people. So there you go. Steven's giving you feedback right there. Thanks, Steven. Yeah, most often somebody in the community is going to have had an experience either way. And don't always go by just one person's experience. Sometimes the service could be working great in some markets, or somebody might have just had a bad experience with a bad employee, but the overall service is good. But yeah, do your due diligence, and definitely ask around.
So the Facebook group that I keep referring to is InsideRealEstate.com. Steven just mentioned in the chat there, Richard, right above where you're chatting, that it wasn't a good service. So you can reach out to him if you want. Okay. But the Facebook group is InsideRealEstate.com/Facebook group. And we just, it's pretty active. I try to post something new in there, almost every day, a couple things a day sometimes. And then there's a lot of other active contributors in here who are always posting all kinds of interesting stuff. So it's actually easy to miss things. This is great from Nick. Post 3 deals. There's just a ton going on in here, as well as notifications about these events and the replays and everything else. Oh, you guys can't see everybody's comments? I did not know that. Darn. I thought everybody could see everybody else's comments in the thing. Maybe it's just other panelists you can see. Sorry, Richard. Thanks for letting me know about that. So yeah, we just had one person say that set schedule is not a good service. Go ahead into the Facebook group and just say, and just ask. Say, hey, has anybody had experience with this? And try to get a couple of opinions. I don't want to take business away from a service that's legit or speak, positively or negative in either direction about them here. But I will say, you could probably get most of the way there with our products from the marketplace, in terms of getting a volume of people coming into your system and then converting to leads. And we do have Core Concierge, which is a service that will do some follow-up of your leads for you as well, help bring them closer to wanting to have a conversation with you. So let's see here. So yeah, guys, if there's not many other questions, I may go ahead and end it here. A little short today. My throat is killing me for some reason. Probably have a little more structure tomorrow, something specific to talk about. But I do appreciate all of the feedback. And do let me know what you think of these. It's kind of free form. I realize it's all over the place, but it actually, by letting you guys drive it, it allows us to touch upon a bunch of different things that seem to be beneficial to the people watching. So let me know what you think. Do watch out. We are launching that one-on-one service. I'll probably have specific details about that on tomorrow's episode. I can let you know more about what that is. But what we'll be doing is you'll be able to book a one-on-one kind of growth training consulting session where you can come on with one person who knows KV Core really well and say, hey, what do I do next? What are the 5 things I should do? And they can get you moving in the right direction. So there we go. Somebody checked into the BBB. Awesome. On set schedule. So guys, I'll get the recording live and we'll see you tomorrow again at 12 noon Eastern time. Thanks again for all your participation and talk soon. Bye-bye.